Ark Survival Ascended has just dropped. My name is Finn, and in today's video I wanted to put my GTX 1660 to the test before I upgrade my rig. Now this video should hopefully serve as a reference point on game performance for players running like lower end PCs that are basically hesitant on buying the game. So just before I do dive into this, I would like to mention that this is the second video on the channel, so please don't expect anything too fancy, but I'm gonna try my best. There will also be chapters because I'm going to be covering stuff like game settings as well as like console commands to improve FPS, so if you want you can just skip ahead. Alright, real quick, I just want to address an update that we've just received at the time of editing this. Well, I say just received, but it was 3 hours ago. Dolly has posted an announcement onto the official Ark Discord, taking you to the community forums, where they've basically addressed the issues upon first day of launch, and we've got an actual game update as well as progress update on how they're tackling the performance and bug issues, to do with servers, whatnot. So we're just going to quickly go over this as quickly as possible. So yeah, they've basically just said they're no stranger to it being a bit poor on the performance side on day one with the client side performance, but essentially this update will be allow your graphics quality to be more optimized. Obviously you've still got to tailor it to what your system can handle, whether that's low, medium, high, or epic, but it should just perform a lot better than previously. So yeah, I just wanted to clarify that, as at the time of recording this wasn't out. I think this is really good news. So yeah, without further ado, I'll let you enjoy the rest of the video. So here we go. As you can see, I'm already loaded in, and the game honestly doesn't even look that bad right now. Whilst I was waiting for my game to install, I watched the official Ark Discord, and it was clear that people were not happy with the overall performance, even on high-end setups. Meanwhile, everyone else was basically just asking if their PC was able to run it. Like previously mentioned, I hopefully should be able to answer that question for some of you. So let's look at my current FPS. If we just bring up the console, and then I think I've already got it, yeah. So as you can see on the right side of my screen, I'm currently running at about 32 FPS right now. And I'm pretty sure, so this is with standard low settings. But yeah, as you can see, I mean, it's not great. However, there are things that we can do to change that. So yeah, let's go ahead and jump into our settings to get a better idea of what's going on. Alright, cool. So as you can see, graphics preset is on low. That doesn't mean every single setting here is going to be on low. We've got anti-aliasing on medium, general shadows high, global illumination quality high, and foliage quality high, and then obviously the rest is low. And what that does is it's created a nice balance for the aesthetic image, so that you're not kind of looking at a potato game. I mean, by all means, if you switched every single one of these settings to the lowest, your FPS would go up, but the game would look absolutely horrendous. Granted, this video is not supposed to be about how good the game looks. We're trying to see how well we can make a lower end PC run on this next gen game. But quickly just moving on to the right hand side here, as you can see, I think I've got pretty much every single one of these settings turned off apart from light bloom. Now I know that's a controversial decision, but I think ASA has actually got it. I think Wildcard, they've done a pretty good job. So far I've not been blinded with this setting on, so I quite like it. Motion blur, if you do have that on, I think you should seriously reconsider just everything, really. That is moving on. Yeah, just turn all this off basically. You can also slide these down. It's not going to make a massive difference. But I think that is pretty much everything from the general settings. Now, we are just going to quickly cover resolution scale because I've seen some people suggesting you should turn it up, which, you know, I don't really see the sense in that because that does not help your FPS at all. So let's take a note of our current FPS. We're currently running at 25. So if we were to turn this up to max, which is what I've seen a few people suggesting, let's just have a look what happens to our FPS. Remember we were on 25. Yeah, so we've just lost 10 FPS. We're on 15. That's not great. That's not good at all. Yeah, I mean that's not playable. That's not playable at all, really. We don't want that. That's exactly what we're trying to avoid. So to answer the question of can a 1660 run ASA with resolution scale at 100, I would say no, but thankfully that's not what we're doing. Alternatively, you can actually turn it down, and we will get higher FPS. Okay, so now we're pushing 30s, or yeah, late 20s. But you can definitely you can tell that's been turned down. It's not terrible, but it's not great. We're now going to be looking at the console commands that should make the biggest difference in performance, biggest noticeable difference as well when just roaming around. I wanted to just quickly reposition so you could get a better view of these changes, because it's going to affect the sky, the water, the tree meshes, and well, everything. So we've got 4 settings that I'm going to go through one by one. So what you want to do is obviously pull up your console, and I'm going to leave, by the way, I'm going to leave all of these commands in the description, and you'll see these pop up on screen around about now as well. So you can just copy these in, and I've already got them set up because I've been messing around with it all. This is what this box is here that you're seeing. So the first one we're going to go with is foliage quality. So what you want to do is copy and paste this command into the console, sg.FoliageQuality space 0. Activate that. Next, we're going to be doing shadow quality, r.ShadowQuality space 0. So yeah, that, as you can see, we're now running at 50 FPS. So that makes it makes a huge difference. Gonna carry on though. We've got more. So after that, we've got volumetric cloud. Now this one also makes a pretty significant difference visually. So that's r.VolumetricCloud space 0. Yeah. The clouds are gone. We've gotten rid of nearly all the atmosphere here. But we're now on 62 FPS, so we're into the 60s, and we've still got one more. This one doesn't make a huge difference, but we're gonna add it anyway because, you know, we're pushing. We're trying to get the limits here, and that one is r.Water.SingleLayer.Reflection space 0. And then, yeah, at the start of the video, we were around what? We were 27-ish, 30, 27-ish FPS, and now we're ranging from 40 to an average of mid-50s on a GTX 1660 graphics card, which it's not bad, you know. In conclusion, does a GTX 1660 run Ark Survival Ascended at a playable performance? I would say it can, to a certain extent, with a lot of adjustments that may or may not ruin the whole experience that ASA is supposed to offer. And what I mean by that is, well, by making it playable, you're also stripping basically everything the 1.5 version of Ark has to offer over ASE. And I can see that being a big turn-off for a lot of people looking to invest in getting this game. You know, after all, it's not free, although it was promised to us for free. That sucks. But you know, it's well, depending on where you are. For me, it was, I believe, 34 quid, yeah, something like that. Or $40. You know, what? Oh, okay. I should have probably brought more than 1 hour for that. Okay, time to retreat. But yeah, it's honestly, it's up to you. But I do think the main question is whether it's worth it, and I can't answer for everybody. But if I was someone in my situation that hasn't already bought the game, I would say hang back. Wildcard has a lot of work to do. I'm sure they're going to address the performance issues. You know, it's not going to go unnoticed, but I think the best thing would be to simply wait for a driver update, you know, hot fixes, optimization, all that good stuff, and we should be looking, hopefully, at a way more stable version of the game that can run, you know, better than current on these low to mid-range operating systems. So yeah, that brings us to the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you found it informative and helpful. I'm gonna okay, hold on, bear with me. Alright, one more. There we go. Gonna chill out here now in my classic beach bob hut. What did that do? I don't know. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.